Howdy, and welcome to LeeReads, where I talk about the books I've been reading and enjoying lately. This video is going to be the books that I plan on focusing on over the summer season. So it's a summer TBR, pile of possibilities, as I continue to chip away at the books on my physical bookshelf, especially books that I've been buying recently, because I don't want to be buying a lot of books if I'm not actually reading them. Based on a review by Leanne's Library, I pre-ordered The Book That Wouldn't Burn. I couldn't resist based on how she was gushing about this book. The boy has lived his whole life trapped within a book-choked chamber older than empires and larger than cities. The girl has spent hers in a tiny settlement out on the dust, where nightmares stalk and no one goes. The world has never even noticed them. That's about to change. Their stories spiral around each other across worlds and time. This is a tale of truth and lies and hearts and the blurring of one into another. A journey on which knowledge erodes certainty and on which, though the pen may be mightier than the sword, blood will be spilled and cities burned. This sounds really good. I've never read Mark Lawrence before. This is high on my priority list. I also recently received an adult fantasy in my Fairy Loot book box, The Curse of Saints. I know that the theme was kiss or kill. I bet because of the cover there's like an assassin involved. Our main character is a spy master to the queen with an affinity for persuasion. But after tragedy strikes and dark magic arises, Aya loses control of her powers and must work together with the only person she despises, Will, the queen's enforcer. I like the sound of those dynamics. In my last haul, I showed you this short story collection, a bunch of short stories in the Star Wars universe, and I really want to get to these. I've been feeling like I need some Star Wars in my life lately. The book that I feel like is eternally on my read list is Book 4 in the Starlight Archive, Rhythm of War. One of my friends is deployed right now, and I told him that I would finish this before he came back, and I will see him again in September, so I will be reading it this summer so we can discuss, because he really wants to talk about it with me. I'm about 30% of the way already, so I'm making progress. This was one that I picked up when I went to my local bookstore, which is a mystery thriller bookstore, but they have a small selection of fantasy. And I went there when Martha Wells did a book signing for Witch King. As I was browsing, waiting for the event to start, I started picking up books that sounded good. This one is The Secret Service of Tea and Treason. It sounds like one of those cozy fantasy style books that I've been enjoying lately, but a mystery instead. We have one character who's the top operative within the Agency of Undercover Note Takers, a secret government intelligence group that is fortunately better at espionage than at naming itself. From managing deceptive witches to bored aristocratic ladies, nothing is beyond Alice's capabilities. She gets assigned to this case and she's not working alone. She has to work with Agent B, her greatest rival, where they are pretending to be married to infiltrate a pirate house party. Sounds like a lot of fun. The rest of the books that I'm focusing on are ones that I have put on my year-long TBR. I need to get a really good start on those. So briefly, we have The Final Strife, Sister Song, Vicious, and The Wizard of Earthsea. I will link my year-long Reddit's Our Fantasy Bingo board where I talk more about all of these stories. Also, I really need to finally get to His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik that I purchased a while back for the cover, but also I just really like the idea of this one. It's like an alternate history where there are dragons in France's navy, and it's like Napoleonic times is my understanding of it, and the main character is a captain or a sailor who finds a dragon egg and then I guess raises it and trains it to be in the military with him. And The Gate of Ivriel, the first book in the Morgaine saga, which I saw recommended on Our Science Fiction. The Union Science Bureau once links a whole network of civilizations through the galaxy, and a mysterious traveler has to travel from world to world, sealing these ancient gates, accompanied by a warrior who is honor-bound to serve her. So I think this one sounds really cool. A bit of a whirlwind, but those are the books that I'm going to be trying to hone in on over the summer. I will talk much more about them after I finish reading them when I do my reading wrap-ups. Of course, I tend to get sidetracked with library books, and I will be reading other things on audiobook and other things as the mood strikes, but these are ones that I will try my best to prioritize. Let me know if there's any of these that you particularly like or you think that I should prioritize above all the others. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope that you will like this video, and don't forget to support your local library. Thanks.